we just did it on Friday, you know. Okay, I got it.
I just
Yeah,
flipped it.
we had everybody all to get together Friday, because me and the boys and everybody went to the game that night. Oh, well, you know, wait till next year, I guess.
Y'all got
Yeah.
together at your place or one of
Yeah.
your kids?
Over here. My son and Patrick fried a turkey, and it was good. It was a lot of fun.
Boy, I went to a friend's house and their son has been frying the turkeys for a couple years, but
Yeah.
it's never been the greatest. This time, he has an electric fryer, not a gas fryer. And in the past, he always kept turning it off and turning it on. And this time, he just let it stay on and get really hot. And boy,
That's
this
what you
was
do.
the best one I've ever had.
Oh, I know. My son Patrick, he's done it for a number of years now, and it's so juicy and so good and everything.
Yeah.
You know, it was a lot of fun.
And then this guy, he cut it. He didn't slice it the normal way. He kind of like he cut it down the middle and took the whole breast off and then sliced it into little slices. And that was even very tender, but it was really good.
Yeah. It was, the one we had was real good and everything. It was, we enjoyed it.
So how many kids do you have there?
Huh?
How many kids do you have around you?
5.
Oh, wow.
Hey guys,
Hey, Snake.
how you doing?
Hey, Snake.
Hey,
Yeah.
Nick,
Can you hear me?
how do you do?
What's up,
Happy
Snake?
belated Thanksgiving. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah. Same here.
Hey, I'll be right back. You guys talk. I got to do a business call.
Hey Rick,
Okay.
Rick.
Hey. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks, Nate.
Thank you.
No problem. I'll cover it for you if something, you know, whatever. Yeah. Everybody doing well?
Yeah, so far.
Yeah, all good. It's a little bit warmer in Colorado than usual, isn't it?
No snow yet.
No snow. That's unusual, huh?
What's the temperature like where you are?
Oh, it's about somewhere around 60 today.
Well, it's about 70 here, I guess. So, but still,
Well, I think I can tell you, 61.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, that's strange for Colorado.
Yeah.
We'll go down and damn near freezing it overnight.
Mhm.
We get that big of swings.
Yeah. What about you, David? What the mountains near you? They haven't had a lot yet. Huh?
No, it was great until about 3 or 4 days ago. And I heard it on the news that or the weather, whatever, that a lot of places were warmer than usual. They mentioned Colorado. And not
What's up, Bill?
Howdy.
Hey,
Yeah.
Bill.
I see Tom's not here yet. Tom
Yeah,
number 2 just showed up though, so.
I bet.
Tom stepped away to take care of a phone call.
That's what they all say.
Or else you had to go to the bathroom one.
Yeah.
So, and to you, Bill, happy belated Thanksgiving. All good with you?
Yeah, we had everybody showed up,
Same here.
so it was nice, Different than the year before, we were kind of spread out,
Yeah,
Now,
a lot of people didn't have a lot of big get-togethers the last year, or at least last year, maybe for the last 2.
Last year, everything was being it was before vaccination and everything, a little bit,
We felt safe. We've had our shots and our boosters and all, and I think we're okay.
Yeah, we got all boosted up too.
I haven't had my booster yet, but I think I do.
Yeah, actually, we had no ill effects from the boosters at all. And we've been doing the Pfizer, and Bonnie had some reaction to the first shots, but the booster, nothing at all.
Same with Sandra. She had some lymph glands swollen on one of those 2, one of the first 2. I can't remember what it was. Said a lot of the time women get that, but then other than that, just sore arm for maybe a day, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I felt safe enough to get out in crowds.
Yeah.
Went to the Dome. Well, I didn't go last night because Thursday night before, I went there to see them play the Bills, and we'll discuss that. But it was either in the night air around this crowd, but I caught a real bad cold with congestion, sore throat, coughing, sneezing, all that kind of stuff. And had to go to urgent care Sunday and get medicine for that. So it's gone. So I said it wasn't safe to go out last Thursday.
Yeah. Wow, wait a second, let me
Speaking of
Hey,
put
Bill.
your mask on, Rick.
Huh?
You gotta
Yeah,
put
well,
your mask on if you're gonna be talking to this, man.
Yeah, well.
There's
yeah,
all
the
kinds of
70
other things going around, head colds, and such,
Yeah.
so.
I still wear it a lot. I didn't wear it there though. After a while, you say, "What the hell?" You're the only person that's among the 70,000 wearing one, so I guess it really wasn't necessary.
Hmm.
You know,
You
but
could
it
have just
wasn't
held
bad. I
your
think
breath.
it's called a cold from somebody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
So Snake, did you have a quiet Thanksgiving or did you have a lot of people?
No, we went over to Kathy's granddaughter's home.
oh,
There was about 8 people.
Mhm. Okay, that's a nice manageable number.
Yeah.
yeah.
What did you do, Dave? Did you just stay home with Karen?
Yeah, Karen and her stepsister came over.
Oh,
So
good.
it was quiet. She insisted on doing a small turkey still. I mean, I could have done lasagna or something. There's a great Italian restaurant not far away, but yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
not very often the birthday lands on Thanksgiving Day, but I'm old.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good omen, I think.
Well, happy birthday too, for,
yeah.
yeah, we don't do turkeys that often. We do make it a point to cook a turkey on Thanksgiving though.
That's about it for us too. Yeah. Maybe
Yeah, well,
one
Emily
Christmas,
wasn't-
I don't know. Have a ham anyway, maybe.
We were going to go somewhere else, and Emily wasn't even going to get a turkey. And she goes to the grocery store and she comes back with this turkey. And I go, I thought you weren't getting a turkey. She goes, $5.
Oh,
And I said, how'd you get it for $5? She had some kind of coupon and it was like cheap and $5 turkey. We said, okay,
well.
22
But-
pounds.
22
really?
pounds for a
That's a big-
$5. Wow.
Yeah, that was like 25 cents a pound.
Man.
Well, that's a big turkey. Yeah.
Now it's taking up most of the space in the freezer.
Yeah, yeah. Now I used to get those 20-something pound turkeys when we had all the kids living with us, but now the biggest I do is about a 14 pounder because we also do ham and other stuff too, but
Same here. We had a
a
15
large
pound.
turkey,
That's just-
22 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they said on the radio that a lot of the turkeys, they were having trouble finding small turkeys because even though the people stopped working during COVID, the turkeys kept eating.
Oh. Yeah.
So they were big.
Yeah.
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 Kent grew up on a turkey farm
Hey,
in,
really?
Really?
in Bolivar, Missouri. And
Hmm.
he had all these stories about how stupid turkeys were and how they had a big problem. If it started raining and they opened their mouth to get the water, they would never close their mouth. And if it rained too much, they would drown.
You said, oh, really?
He had all kinds of stories. He said it was really a lot of work.
So when he was
Jesus.
working on it, did he have to walk around with an umbrella or something? Or
No, he would walk around and close their mouth. That's what he told me.
close your mouth, turkey.
Well,
Jesus.
Yeah.
they're not the
That's not real.
smartest.
Yeah. That's smart. But I'm glad it's over. Turkey's okay, but I'm ready to go to something else now. I've heard they were talking on the radio that some of the places in New Orleans, the restaurants, what they're doing, they're deep frying chickens.
Hmm.
I've never heard.
I heard that
before, 'cause
today. Yeah.
Why not? I mean, they're just like a small, smaller turkey.
Yeah,
but I mean,
New Orleans deep fries everything, man. I mean,
Yeah.
they've deep fried corn. What do they call it? The bread pudding now.
wow. So, well, as long as it's heart healthy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's
Yeah.
Well, one year when I went to my friend's house and they were deep frying a turkey, they were also trying to deep fry Snickers, but they didn't freeze the Snickers, so they just disintegrated. But I said, well, hey, let's take the batter and make waffle fries, and just throw it in there, and those were really pretty good.
you could have
Not
just
heart
done-
healthy, but good.
Could have done the turkeys after you did the Snickers and had like turkey fondue.
Turkey fondue.
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess we
David left.
lost David for a minute because
Yeah.
he's doing something. Well, that's good. Everybody had a good time.
yeah.
Yeah, this isn't the best time of year. I always kind of, I'm
Yeah.
glad when New Year's Eve is over and
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know, we
no,
had everybody came over. It was nice. We had it was pleasant weather. You know, it was gorgeous.
it was a nice day. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, you guys have people in town. My problem is when my kids come in, they're here for a couple of days,
Oh,
and I got to put up with them for. I mean, I love my kids. My kids are great, but it's nice to. I like when we go out to California, we trade houses or rent a house or something. There's always a place for us to go, so we're not staying with them constantly.
Yeah.
Because I'm
How
just
old
not
are they?
that friendly of a
That's a
guy.
good way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
How old are they,
Wait.
Tom?
30, 35, and 32.
Wow.
Yeah, well, how old is Eric? He's got to be like,
He's 51.
I was going to say he's got to be like 50.
Yeah.
yeah.
51. Jeez.
Yeah, because when I worked in New Orleans, he was about 3.
Yeah. He was a little bit older than,
Yeah,
he was a little
he was
older
just
than
a
Leslie.
little kid.
Yeah.
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 How old are you then, Dave?
73. Yeah.
Oh, now you mean? I thought you said Ben.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's always been kind of old. So.
Mine's
So what did you make this year, Snake?
84.
84.
84.
Wow.
All right. Well, congratulations. Keep going.
That's older than God's dog.
Yeah.
I went to an antique auction. They started bidding on me.
I'll have to remember that. That's a good one.
Yeah, it sounds like Snake, we're going to start calling you Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, don't get no respect. Huh?
Yeah, my social security number is 1.
Yeah. Makes it easy to remember, though. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. That sounds
Rodney
like Rodney
Dangerfield said that he and his wife smoke a cigarette after sex, and he hasn't been through one pack yet, and she's been through a carton.
Whoa. Yeah.
Dangerfield was my favorite of the old comedians. I just loved his routines. When he'd be on Johnny Carson or whatever, you know.
Yeah. YouTube has some really good
Oh, I
stuff.
know.
Howdy, Chris.
So hey, Chris.
Oh, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
What's cooking? I could say. You could say.
Yeah, even got the apron on.
Got the apron on today.
Yeah.
Well, I have some friends coming over for a little pizza. So I made one with artichokes and Asiago cheese, and this one is with meatballs and mozzarella
The meat lovers
Right.
pizza.
That's good.
and some antipasti. So feel free, come on over. You know,
We'll be there.
Hey, can we come over?
Right over, yeah.
Why
Right.
Zoom? Just arrive.
yeah.
You can fax me. You can fax me some of that.
Yeah.
Can't get my phone to flip around here. Wait a minute.
Yeah, it worked. We saw it.
Oh, it worked.
We,
Yeah,
we
we
saw
saw
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
That's
saw.
good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So, Chris, what did you have for Thanksgiving?
Well, I'm a real traditionalist. Brussels sprouts and turkey and sweet potatoes and that kind of stuff. And cherry, pecan, apple, and pumpkin pies.
3 pies. Did you have a lot of people?
No. Well, we had it like on 2 different days, but the biggest group we had was 6. So I had turkey. I still have turkey in the fridge. So.
we managed to offload all ours. In fact, my kids always bring home go bags with them, which is
Same
good.
here.
We're trying to get them to take.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we had the turkey, honey baked ham, but we did have also the sweet potato casserole and the baked mac and cheese, bean green casserole. Bonnie makes a great turkey stuffing, sausage stuffing for the turkey. And we had the cherry apple and pecan pies, plus banana pudding and something else Emily brought. Can't remember.
I'm getting hungry.
There's always a lot of dessert, we eat way too much. That's why I try to get everybody to take it with them, because it's just me and Bonnie and her dad here. And if they leave it in the refrigerator, I'll just have to waddle around the house all day.
Boy, there's nothing better than getting it going in the refrigerator and getting some dressing.
Oh, I love
yeah.
this.
Oh God, that is it's like a little power bar.
In fact, they had a recipe. Maybe this would be. I know you like recipes, Chris. They had a recipe in the Times the New Orleans paper, The Advocate, for what to do with leftover your leftover turkey stuff, and you take a crescent dinner roll and you stuff anything that you got, turkey, stuffing, sweet potatoes, anything, the dressing, the gravy, you fold it over and you bake it like a meat pie, like the Mrs. Wheating meat pies, you know. And we didn't get to try that this year, but I said, you know, that sounds like a great
That's
idea.
not a bad idea.
It does sound like a good idea, as long as you put some cranberries in there.
Yeah, they did have cranberry sauce in it. So Bonnie
Yeah.
makes homemade cranberry sauce. She makes it with in fact, what we have.
So it doesn't sit in the bowl with the little dents from the can.
No,
Yeah.
she makes a really tasty homemade cranberry sauce. You know.
Uh,
Wrap it all up in crescent roll and bake it.
Yeah, you stick it in the oven for a leftover. You know.
Yeah.
But the
Good try that.
kids brought home tons of stuff with them, so we didn't have as many leftovers. But that's good, you know.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
Jim.
what happened with us. Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim,
Out
Good
again.
happy belated Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
You, sir. And you, sir, all sirs there.
How was your
Of course, what
Thanksgiving?
kind of stuffing did you have? That's what I find different around the country is the stuffing.
I make a cornbread, apple, sausage, pecan stuffing.
Sounds good.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
My brother-in-law always in New Orleans made an oyster stuffing.
Oh, yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, a lot of people in New Orleans, but I don't use the oyster stuff, and we use sausage. You know.
Yeah.
But anyway,
We
So-
had a sausage made by my son, because we shared Thanksgiving with my son and his family. He's turned into quite a bread chef during the pandemic. He's got a sourdough starter and everything's out of sourdough these days. And he used his sourdough bread and made a very crisp toast out of it, and then used that as a base for his stuffing. Then there was some mushrooms and a few chestnuts and all of the good stuff that goes in there, all the spices and stuff. It was dynamic. It was wonderful.
Mm,
Sounds
sounds
good.
good. That's delicious. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you say he learned it all by watching PBS and watching Chris.
QED.
I saw that. The cooks, your show.
You did.
Yeah. I found
Yeah.
it's interesting. Good.
Good.
Yeah.
It's fun. You know, we've had a lot of fun over the years, and we're planning on doing another one in March. It's gonna be called When in Rome. So when I'm in Rome this winter, I'm going to be shooting material for it, and then I'll bring it back. We'll edit that into the transition sequences and little features and whatnot. But basically, I'll be cooking recipes that are authentic to Rome and not the sort of Italian American stuff that we think Italians eat.
man, that
You
sounds
know.
great. And that way you can write off your Rome trip as a business expense.
Absolutely, right off the whole thing.
Yeah.
Why are you going to Rome in the winter?
Because I don't want to be here. No, my daughter lives in Rome.
Oh,
Oh, great.
And I have two little grandsons who are 5 and 8, and I love spending time with them. I rent an apartment right across the hallway from them in their building, and it's just great to be there. The average
sure.
temperature is about, I don't know, maybe 50, 55 degrees every day. I wear like a windbreaker and a one of these rugby shirts, and that's all I wear. So I don't have to bundled up. I
No
don't wear-
pants.
no pants.
I- You know,
You got no pants on.
Yeah.
Well, when in Rome, you know.
yeah. Most of the times I wear pants.
Good.
Okay.
Peak of therapy.
Maybe a toga. You should have a toga.
love Rome. Been there once. We spent a week there one time. Gosh,
Yeah.
most interesting place. Really
Did
is.
you get pinched on the Galuchka?
I'll be there 2 months this year. So
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
Okay.
Sounds like good duty.
yeah.
Someone's got to do it, huh?
Yeah. Well, you can't beat that. You get to see those grandkids too. That's it. You know.
That's
Yeah.
That's good.
Do they travel to the U.S. to come hang with you too?
The kids come here once a year, or
This
they
is
did.
the one who you cook with, right, on the internet?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little Tobias is the older of the two, and we've been cooking every week on Zoom. And today he called me because we missed our call yesterday, and he said he made the recipe anyway, so he wanted to show me how it came out. We made little tiny cookies, Christmas cookies. So
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Very nice.
yeah. He loves it. I love doing it with him. He's very excited all the time. And you know, that's going to go away as soon as he's a teenager. And
Yeah.
so I'm trying to enjoy it.
Why you can, yeah.
It does go away. So enjoy it while it lasts. You're right.
Yeah.
Were they born there? Are they Italian citizens or
Oh yeah, they were born there.
okay.
Mary Ann's been there for 9 years now.
Okay.
So
Did she marry an Italian or?
no, she married a guy from New York City.
That's half
What
Italian.
do they do there? How do they work?
Well, he's a professor, and he teaches architecture and art history and a couple of other subjects for American students in Rome for about four different universities, including Temple University, the University of Alabama, I forget where else. And these kids come over and they spend a couple of weeks, and he teaches them, and they walk around the city and eat pizza, and you know. And Mary Ann is an art teacher at the Ambridge School, which is the American British school in Rome. So that all their kids are the kids of Americans working in Rome. A lot of people from the United Nations work there, and from different agencies, and so, and that's when the boys go to school too now. So it's all in one place.
Wow.
So they're basically in a transplanted American environment.
Yeah, they are. At least for school.
They don't go to an Italian school, huh? They will go to an American.
They did for their early schooling. But once they were of a certain age, then they were eligible to go to the school where Mary Ann teaches. And that just makes it easier because she doesn't have to drop them off and then go to work and all that.
Sure.
She just take them to one place. And when they're done, she's done. She packs up and goes home.
But their Italian language skill is good.
Oh, their Italian is terrific. I get such a kick out of it because I asked my Tobias, I'll tell him, I said, I'd like to learn how to speak a little Italian. What's the word for this? What's the word for that? And I said, how do you say lemon? And he goes, limone. Said, okay, limone. He goes, no, limone. No matter how I say it, it's not right.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
He loves to be one up on me on that. So
That's
no,
great.
their Italian is impeccable, and they go in and out of it without even thinking. There's no
Good for
thought
that.
process.
That's good.
There's no translation. There's no nothing. So.
That's good. When
In
we lived in
education,
France,
they definitely
when
wouldn't
we
get
lived in
here.
France, my kids went to the American school, but they were in an advanced class with the French kids, and so their French is pretty good. I mean, it's not like going to the French school. I mean, you're not embedded in their community. You're embedded in your own community, but you bring the French community in for language and history and things of this fashion. So they became quite good at French.
Oh, sure.
But I suspect that your grandkids' Italian is better than my kids' French.
Well, it is for now. Who knows? If they ever move back, they probably lose it just as fast as they gained it. I don't know.
Well, they won't lose it. They'll keep it. My son hasn't visited back in France since we got here, and his French is still pretty good. I mean,
okay.
he gets the jokes. I lost the ability to get the jokes.
Wow. What was that?
I got to take a phone call here. I'll be with.
Oh, yeah.
I was so jealous of Jim when he went to work in France because I always wanted to go to France. And there he was, not only a great banjo player, but getting to live in France, in Paris. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I found this old piece of sheet music. No, and no, it doesn't really have anything to do with your father's mustache, but sometimes I just Google your father's mustache and your father's mustache song. They didn't have the actual notes. All it printed had was the cover sheet to it. So I guess if anybody's interested, they could look it up. Yeah.
Huh. So it wasn't really part of the club stuff. It's just
No, that was written in 1947. So it was,
yeah.
Yeah.
First, a little before the club time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Googling your father's mustache, you can sometimes pick up Woody Herman and his band playing that song. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really? I'd like to listen, try to find it. I'd like to hear the song.
Yeah. Well, I know I mentioned this before, but a long time ago when John Murata was still with us and all that, he was like in charge of Harry Lip Productions. And just for the fun of it, I just said, well, let me see if I could find any old pictures of stuff. So I Googled Harry Lip Productions. And I mean, I want to tell you, it's like, yeah, you will get quite an assortment of hairy lips. Let me just tell you that.
More than you expected.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you know,
Oh, God.
but none of them had anything to do with your father's mustache.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't that LIPP?
I don't know. I had one of his cards somewhere. I'd have to go back and see if I could find that.
I'll look for it. I'm having trouble getting anything up on here. So I got a new computer and it's not doing what it's supposed to do.
No luck with it, huh?
Confirming arrangements for a gig tomorrow. Got a gig. I got a gig.
Yay.
Good.
Cool.
Hey.
Yeah. Where are y'all playing?
At the Manchester, Connecticut Public Library. Don't ask me who for. I don't know. I just got the call and they'll take the gig.
Okay.
As long as the check clears, it's all right.
Yeah. Just play very quietly.
Been booked, I guess you could say.
I can't imagine who this is for. Maybe it's for the town. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So you
Some
got
kind of an
booked by a
open house
library.
they're having or something, maybe, or book sale or.
Solo gig or with others? Jim?
Pardon me?
Solo gig or with others?
No, it's with a nice little band, a nice little swing band. I play mostly guitar on this gig, but they play all the old favorites, all the Goodman stuff, the Artie Shaw stuff, the Ellington stuff, that stuff.
Mhm.
It's about as far from a mustache as you can get, I guess.
But it's a gig.
But it's a gig, and the people are nice, and it's pretty good musicians in the band, so it's fun.
Yeah.
Well, sorry guys, but I can't get anything to come up.
Oh shucks! I always look forward to your stuff.
I keep
It's not
getting
coming up
white
from the new computer.
this is
screens.
This is probably an old picture, but it's from I think this is from one of the New Haven reunion, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, that's the first reunion. Yeah.
You keep showing that picture because I couldn't make it. Is that what the idea?
That's it, Jim.
Yeah. You see, I was very young there. That's me, the young with the putting the hat on right there in the middle table.
Oh yes,
The
I see
band
that.
man. Yeah. See, I'm much younger than you guys.
Yeah. Wow.
Joel looked pretty young there too.
Yeah. So Barry had a little hair.
That's not hair joke, is it?
That was 87, right?
Yeah.
That was 87 or 88, somewhere back in there, right?
Yeah.
86. So hell, that's what,
It
35
was
years ago.
87.
35 years ago. Yeah. Wow.
Sweet glory to God. I was whoo, yeah. I know we were in
Bye.
I know,
Sorry.
You got the audio anyway, huh?
Yeah, and I was looking or poking around on here, see what I had. Let's see. You go to the.
I still got a bunch of snapshots of pictures I took from Mardi Gras back in the early 70s. I'll try to scan them in and get them.
Oh yeah, you got
It's
to.
from the club. I mean, there's all kind of people in it. Tom's in it, Kent's in it, and, me, of course, other people, David, you, I'm sure.
question.
Here's
And also from the first jazz fest we played at the fairgrounds, where we had the big beer trailer.
yeah, I'd
I
love to see
remember
those
that.
pictures. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who this guy. I should know his name, but he was at. Let me see if I can find it. Here.
I just have to prove I can still do it. Yes, I was impressed. Neil, I was impressed.
The other fans got out of a very successful career. He's made a lot of money. Which proves that the louder you play the goddamn trombone, the more accolades you get. And he's practiced that for 40 years. He's made a fortune. The other fan.
I have sincere thanks for my friend Joel. I met Joel in 1964. Somebody named Frank Weissach called me up at college and said, come audition for this group called Your Father's Mustache, because a guy named Henry Newberger, who you'll remember, said you could play. So off I went. He said, we'll split the airplane ticket for you to come out from Michigan State. Split. It was $55, right? And off I came, and I showed up at the New York Mustache, and I asked for Joel, and oh no, he's in the coffee shop down the road, around the corner near the Riv. Remember that coffee shop? That's all right. I remember. So I walk in, and here's Joel. He's got a sweater with big holes in it. He's got sneakers with no socks on it. He's drinking coffee, and I introduced myself. And he asked me in his own inimitable style and voice, you know, can you play? I said, I don't know. So we went back to the club, and he played a few numbers. He says, well, he said, I think you could learn the tune. I'm not going to mimic I think you can learn the tunes, but you're going to start as a waiter. So I started as a waiter, and he said, but you got to come back and you got to work one set with a current trombone player. And the guy's name was Dave Bargeron. And Dave could play more notes in a better way than anywhere else. And that's my start. But
That's why he got fired.
that's right. He didn't follow Louis Armstrong's advice. He just played a goddamn melody. The serious note is this. For myself and for my brother, the mustache was more important to us than anything else growing up as a kid. I can't remember, this is true, I can't remember very many people in college, but I can remember most of the people I used to here at the Mustache. So thank you for world experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, that clip that he was saying, that is so true, because I'm not in contact. I'm like one person from college, but I see you guys all the time.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one or two friends from the past, but that's about it. This, except for the mustache people.
Yeah.
Met through the clubs and all that.
Neil was a great buddy when I was playing there. He was really, we had a lot of fun together. And he played like a madman. He really whipped the crowd up. He had that great, he could really boom, and people loved it.
That was at the end of the thing when Joel was giving out those T-shirts. Some people just took their T-shirt and left, and other people talked. I had put yours up I think last time, but I could play it again when I have to send you the link for that. Chris, I had put up yours when you got your little shirt.
Yeah, no, I saw it. Yeah, I was here.
Yeah, we got some other clips from the thing. I don't know which ones I've played before or not. Let's see if I can pull that up.
Do you have any Laurel and Hardy?
Yeah.
Oh, those old films. Yeah, they were good.
Let's see. Well, I know I played that before from in the bar when the band was playing. Let's see. Oh, this is I played that clip when Joel was talking about planning the reunion when he was in the hospital with his brain injury and all that.
I think you did.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. Here's waiting for the room. I guess I need to go back and look at old. Well, this is John McLaren when he got his T-shirt. Let's see.
John McLaren.
Where is he?
There he is. John had 2 roles. Not only was he very generous with his money, but he was also the computer guy who kept track of everybody's names. I don't know what size computer file he had. How many names you got up there?
700 and something.
Wow. Yeah, a lot of work. How the hell we found 700 people after being gone for 25 years? But it's amazing the bond that each of you have for somebody. If we found one person, they found 5 other people, we found 2 other people. It drives you nuts, though. And John kept track of everything. And he sent out all our mailings, and he really brought the whole group.
Thank you, Joe. I'll be sending each of you the last version of the spreadsheet with all the names, address, and all things. I'll keep that going. Anybody wants to send me information, I'll add it. I'll send it to you once a year, whatever you want. And I just want to say about the mustache. I worked for Joel for about 4.5 years, and I never had more fun working for any other company, and I never got fired more times.
Okay. Let's see if I can find that other thing there.
What is that?
This is John McLernan's file.
Oh, goodness.
Wow.
I have the whole damn thing. All 67 pages of it. Single spaced.
Wow.
He sent it to me for Carnegie purposes, and I still have it. But,
Yeah, I have it.
But about it's about I would say 80% out of date, unfortunately. But you got to start somewhere.
It's amazing that he found 700 and some odd people. You know, y'all networked a lot to get that together.
Yeah, you ask a lot of questions, and with luck, you get some answers.
Neil,
That's amazing.
some kind? You know,
What?
wasn't Neil Fail a corporate executive of some kind?
Neil? Neil was the head of
Neil.
Procter & Gamble for a while.
Yeah, that's
No,
what,
he wasn't even the head of Procter & Gamble. He was the head of a division of Procter & Gamble.
Oh, okay.
But he was the CEO for Remington Razors and that company. Then he was the CEO for. No, he started with the battery company. I'm trying to remember which battery. Was Ever Ready or one of those? He started with that. Then he went from there as the CEO of Remington, and from there to had his own company for several years, and that was fairly recent actually. And where it was a consumer goods company patterned after Procter and Gamble, and he bought some product lines from Unilever. I'm trying to remember how the hell he did that. I got the whole story once, but it was a while ago and I forgot a lot of it. But he was the CEO. In fact, his family has an interesting history. That is to say, his brother was the CEO of Terex. His brother, oh gosh, what's his name? Anyway, his brother Phil was the CEO of the American Stock Exchange, and his brother, not Dan, but I forget. Anyway, he was the CEO of Terex, and prior to that, he was the CEO of something else, which I did never know. But Fortune magazine did an article on him because they were wondering if there was a family gene for the CEO for CEOs because the three of them were CEOs of various companies.
Wow.
Well, he brought us down from Clearwater to his home in Sarasota.
Right.
And that was a great time.
I missed that one too, didn't I? Darn it.
Yeah, he's got a beautiful, well, it was in his guest house, which is bigger than most.
Yeah. All the reports are that it's quite a spot. You know?
Oh, it is. White sand beach.
Must be nice.
Chris, you were there too, weren't you?
Oh, yeah.
One nice thing,
beachfront
one
property.
is that he's very loyal to his old friends. He's not, even with all his success, he's still one of the guys.
He was always helpful at trying to, when Bill Dern wanted to go to these different things, Bill was another guy from our group.
Oh, yeah.
And Bill didn't have the success that Neil did in his business life. So, but Neil always made sure he could get there and have a place to stay and all that stuff. He was really good about it.
That's good.
Neil used to, when Neil had the big home up here, he used to have Christmas parties. And one year he flew Dern out from California to go to the Christmas party. I mean, that's how loyal he is. He's very nice. He's very fun.
Yeah.
Here's another little clip of the band playing upstairs. I think it might have been the first night or something we were there.
Step, watch your step.
Yeah, there was Bill.
Yeah,
There was.
That was good.
no, I enjoyed those little gigs, the jam sessions upstairs as much as the concert in Carnegie. I mean, because y'all got to just play what y'all wanted to play, and we're kind of getting a feel for each other again. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
It was a good time.
It was certainly a lifetime experience. It really was.
Yep.
I mean, just the thought of playing at Carnegie Hall is something that most musicians aspire to, but it actually happened for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Bill and I sang bar songs at Carnegie Hall.
That's right.
Sure. Why not?
I got written up in the New York Times. In fact, they mentioned
Police reports? No.
somebody was out distracting everybody from listening to the band. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. There was that guy in the elevator.
Yeah.
Without any pants.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. That was the Sheik of Araby.
Right.
Or the Shriek of Agony.
Yeah. Yeah. Fred Hendricks used to sing Sheik of Araby at the Mustache.
He did. I heard about it.
It was his little side song.
Yeah.
And Roger would sing Ace in the Hole. And a guy named Norm LaChance. They would allow the waiters and other people to have a chance to, if you wanted to, get up and sing with the band, which was nice,
Well, you used to sing Mother.
Yeah, I took over Mother after Wilbur left because he was doing it before. Yeah. It was kind of a standard. Somebody had to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Yeah.
Nah, it was only about 12 years.
Sometimes it seems yesterday.
Yeah.
Then other times it seems
It does seem like yesterday.
Yeah, the reunion doesn't seem that long ago, but sitting back thinking about working at the Mustache, it was a job for me, and I was basically, I guess you could call it my college scholarship because I was working to pay for my college bills while I was there. That was it. And I worked as many nights as I could, but they were very flexible with the hours. It was an ideal job if you were in school,
Yeah.
You could work when you needed to, and you could not work if you didn't want to,
Yeah, I was in the same situation in Boston because I was going to school at the same time. I brought my roommate in, and he became a waiter and a bartender, much as you did. He was supporting the school as well.
Mm-hmm.
They used to honk me off because he'd make more in tips than I was.
Hey guys.
Yeah, no, on a good night, I don't doubt that we made more than the band did.
For sure.
Yeah.
On Cape Cod, you guys made twice as much as we made. I mean, it was ridiculous. On Cape Cod, of course, on Cape Cod, everybody's in a vacation frame of mind, and they tend to be more generous. So, understandable. But
yeah, for a stretch after Wilbur left, and before Barry got back to New Orleans, I filled in on washboard mostly because I knew the words to all the songs, and I didn't mind singing, and I was making, they were just paid a flat $5 an hour, which seemed like a lot in 1970, 71. But I was making more when I was working the floor than I did when I was working playing washboard,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who else was in the band then? Was that Les Muscat?
Les Muscat, and I
Wes?
think that had something to do with because I found out later David was talking about when Les was let go because he didn't want to be a front man at all, so I didn't mind talking into the mic and, singing and cutting up a bit because Wilbur was doing that when he was there, James Viator,
Yeah. Came with do the Vince Vance routine.
Yeah. And then John Stacy did it for a while, but then he went off to the military, and then it was my turn, so. And then Barry came back.
Yeah. Was Wes Mix in it then too?
Wes Mix.
I'm trying to remember,
He played, I'm not sure when he was there, but I know he was there. He played banjo, trumpet, and
he
tuba.
played a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess Andy was still there on the tuba. Huh?
Right. That was before in fact, I think that's why Wilbur and all left, because when they started getting hot as Vince Vance and the Valiants, they were making more doing the Vince Vance gig than they were playing at the Mustache.
Jim Viator eventually, once he quit doing all that, he eventually, in the long run, became a law professor at Loyola University.
Mhm.
That's what the mustache does for you.
Yeah. Really? Howdy, Ira. How was your
Hey,
Thanksgiving?
guys.
How was your Thanksgiving, Ira?
Nice. Was up in Virginia. Froze my ass off up there. I'm never going back up north again to live. I'll leave that for Gim. Let him shovel the snow.
Yeah, it's finally made it into the 20s in the overnight now.
Whew.
Yeah,
That's
all
good.
the leaves are gone off the trees, and it's starting to freeze up at night. Although it thaws during the day now.
Mhm.
But we're into December. We can get snow anytime.
We can get 35, 40-degree swings from night to day.
I saw in the paper this morning that Denver hadn't had any snow yet, and that's the first time since Chet Arthur was president.
We had
Really?
we had a dusting, but nothing measurable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really, that is unusual.
Yeah, we didn't get any snow either.
We neither did, yeah.
Gee, that's amazing.
Yeah.
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 Come, guys.
What's the daytime temperature in New Orleans these days?
Well,
Low
right.
70s, low 72, 74.
Really?
It's gonna be-
It's
That high, huh?
67 right now, but it gets up into low 70s.
Uh,
We did
they're
have a
predicting
one cold
this-
snap where we got a little bit of frost last
Yeah.
week, but
It's like
nothing icy.
Sunday, Saturday,
Yeah.
Sunday, Monday, 77, 78 degrees.
We're in our foggy, December is the foggy season down here. It's dense fog.
Pea
Okay.
soup this morning.
Yeah.
Well, we're at 61 right now in Denver.
No, it's very,
Yeah.
very pleasant
Much.
weather. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, David? What are y'all up there?
It's in the 60s right now, low
The
60s.
We're 48 at this moment.
We're 38, so there you go. Fall is over, winter is here.
Here you go. Part more of Joel giving out T-shirts. This was a short one.
There's Joe Sacala.
Go
ahead, Ira.
For those of you who got your hickory screwed up, this is the guy.
I take the credit for that.
Ira kept track of all the bills and the money and everything else, but it's up a lot. There wasn't much to start with. And
Yeah.
Ira Decta, the winner of this week's Neil DeFeo lookalike contest.
Yeah. When I was looking at the video, I shot a lot of the stuff and I didn't know a lot of the people except for the New Orleans folks, so I wish I would have known if we had Zoomed before then, I probably would have had more fun getting to talk to the rest of the people there.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got hooked up with Tom and Kent and David, not David, Fred and Roger, and LaRue, the New Orleans contingent.
Yeah, sure.
And, didn't get to meet many other people.
Well, Billy, we'll have to have another reunion for you.
That's right.
Yeah,
Just
not in the winter though.
well, weren't we still talking about spring?
I think we're the only ones talking about it.
No, not really, no. Marty and I are trying to get Joel into a discussion about this. So Marty and I are agreed. We need to have a reunion, but the question is who, where, how, when, etc.
Yeah. I have a feeling it's gonna have to be up in New Haven.
Probably because you guys are more willing to travel than the people up here, I think. That and the fact that putting together a reunion takes an awful lot of on-the-ground time and perseverance,
Yeah.
searching out venues and things of this fashion. Marty's done all that a couple of times, so he's kind of a logical person to do that.
Yeah.
He's got some contacts in the business. That and the fact that Joel's what 85 now, and I don't know how willing he is or able he is to travel. And that situation isn't going to get any easier if as time passes. So right. The attrition rate in both in the band and all the personnel, the YFM personnel, and in the audience is we're all getting up there. So the attrition rate's pretty high. So the more you postpone it, then the fewer people are either able or are interested or can afford it either, for that matter. So
yeah,
that's true, Jim.
A lot of factors to balance there, but certainly the desire is to have one.
Yeah, you're talking about the attrition. Just in the year or so that we've been doing this, we've lost quite a few members.
Right. Yep. We lost 4 or 5 people.
Yeah,
I mean, key people,
at least.
Key people too. I mean, it's I can't imagine doing this without Old Swing. It's
well,
like
that's
that.
it. Without Jeff, when Jeff was gone, I was like, oh God, how are we going to continue?
Yeah, he was funny.
He was a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
And Babcock as well. He's
yeah.
And Steve was there when we first started too. I don't know if he would have made it in from Holland to do the reunion, but
that would be anybody's guess. But he was certainly welcome. He's certainly a wonderful, wonderful guy and a terrific entertainer.
Yeah. Well, he was really optimistic the week before he passed, because we had all wished him well in his procedure.
Right.
And he but it was something completely out the blue that whacked him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Miss Harry Black too. He was a good friend.
Yeah. Bob Adams.
Yeah.
Joe Sakala.
Yes, for sure.
Well, and Fred Hendricks and LaRue Cole were both there when we went. They're former managers at the New Orleans club, and they're both, gone now too. And Bob Osborne. Well, he didn't make it to the reunion, though.
Yeah, the way we're talking, we better do this like next week.
Yeah.
Making it tomorrow.
Be like 10 little.
Tomorrow would be better.
Be like 10 little Indians, but with banjos.
Well, we've also got this Omicron thing to deal with. I mean, COVID sank the last reunion plan, and so I hope this Omicron thing is not as serious as the Delta was.
Well, they don't know. They don't know enough about it yet.
No, it'll be another 2 weeks or more, 3 weeks months before we know. Before they get a reasonable handle on what to expect. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, and then New Orleans looks like they're going to go full through with a Mardi Gras. So
really, that's as of now, though,
it's
right?
Contagious. We're all going to find out soon, because like all those people come from all over the place to hang out together. It's like, yeah.
But like the mayor said, though, you have to be vaccinated. You're right. How they're going to? I mean, really.
Yeah, really. Yeah. You want to buy a card? $5 a card.
Right. Yeah. And who are they going to hire to check anybody showing up in a Mardi Gras parade where the routes are like, miles long?
I know. I mean, think about what you said.
I've already I've quit all my jobs, so I'm not doing any of my Mardi Gras stuff this next year anyway.
Oh.
Tom and I did a big Mardi Gras function like the 24th of February, the year that COVID hit.
Inside.
Indoors with a lot of people. Like thousands. So it was there. Yeah,
it was in the Civic Center. It was in the Convention Center. Floats came in.
What do they do with Mardi Gras if they close all the bars?
Well,
that could happen.
I'm afraid if they start closing things again, that a lot of these places aren't going to make it, because I think a lot of them were just hanging on.
Yeah.
But
Fritzl's made it. I'm surprised in a way, kind of.
I mean, at least there's so many people have been vaccinated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they're coming out with this pill, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's just
strange
world.
Yeah.
It's anybody's guess what's going to be. We just don't know. They don't know, and we don't know.
Yeah. It's really kind of hard to make plans that far ahead, I guess, but I'm just kind of, personally, when we talked about just having it as a more of an informal reunion where the band in particular didn't have to worry about actually, performing at a venue and selling tickets and everything where we could all just go somewhere, and be together and play and drink, and, have fun and all that. I'm all
I
for
thought we
that.
talked about that, just have like a pizza and beer party.
Mhm.
Fine.
Yeah,
Be good. Yeah.
I think we should just all come to Ira's house and
Why don't we just have Chris cook everything?
warm.
Chris,
Yeah,
why
come
don't
to
you cook
Chris.
everything?
We could
We
be the
go-
audience for Chris and just check out what he cooked.
Well, Chris already invited us. He's got the pizzas ready.
Really, he's
Yeah.
got his apron on, he's ready to start cooking.
No, he's got them ready.
He's been cooking.
But,
I gotta finish cooking too, guys. I'll see you next week, okay?
Okay.
okay, Chris.
Okay,
Chris.
take
Hi,
care.
Chris.
Take care, everybody.
Take care.
Buongiorno.
Take care.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
come up
pizza-
with a
But-
menu
but hit
for the
road too,
reunion.
guys. But hit the road too. See y'all
All right.
next. Everybody
Okay,
don't-
guys.
Don't get
All right,
sick.
Check it out for next
Take care.
week.
Next week.
Yeah, next week we're on, right?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
good next Friday.
Good.
Sorry I didn't do any pictures, but I didn't realize this computer wasn't going to do them.
I'll give you more, you'll have more pictures next week, Tom.
All right.
That's
See you
all
guys
good.
later.
Okay, guys.
Jolly good.
Take care.
Good to see
Bye-bye.
y'all again.